How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it's time for a Pokemon Sun Nuzlocke! If you're familiar with the rules of a Nuzlocke, you might just want to check the description to see the extra rules I'll be playing with to mix things up. Otherwise, let me start by telling you the main rules of a Nuzlocke, followed by my personal extra rules for this run. Rule number 1. If a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead and must be permanently released. Some people may choose to permabox something, but I'll personally be releasing all of my Pokemon if they get knocked out. Rule number 2. You can only catch the first Pokemon on any route or area. I'll have more on this in just a moment. Rule number 3. You should nickname each of your Pokemon. I will be playing with a nicknaming theme, though, but you don't have to if you're playing a Nuzlocke. You can name them whatever, it's just recommended that you nickname them. Anyway, I'll be playing with these rules. However, I'll also have a few more. Here's an explanation of what else I'll be playing with. I will be playing with Dupes Clause for the entire evolution line, meaning I do not count Pokemon that I've previously caught or their evolution lines as my first encounter and get to try again. However, I have a limit of 5 times that I can do this, and if I don't find a new Pokemon in the first 5, I miss out on that area's encounter. Shiny Clause is active, so I can catch shiny Pokemon I encounter even if it's a dupe or not the first encounter. If this happens, I will either count it as my encounter for a new area I can currently access or am just about to access, or I can release one of my Pokemon for it. I will be counting areas/routes by what it says in the save menu or at the caught at label when viewing a Pokemon's menu information stuff. In other words, I will not be splitting up Route 1 into separate areas, although, you may interpret that rule of first encounter in any area however you want. Like, I know some people have been saying, well, yeah, they're kind of different areas, and Route 1 is probably the best example. I'll talk about that more when I get there, though. Don't worry. Speaking of Route 1, though, there is a forest route encounter on Route 1 with a wild Pikipek that is always male and always has keen eye. I will not count this as my first encounter because it's not random, and part of the fun of Nuzlockes is, it should be somewhat random, right? Wild Pokemon that cannot be caught will not be counted as my first encounter, such as Pokemon during trials. Here's one of the tough ones. I must play on the set battle style, meaning I do not get the free switch after knocking out a trainer's Pokemon. This makes the game substantially harder. I cannot use any status healing items, including full restores or any X items while in battle, except for held items, of course. This makes the game somewhat harder. I can still use any number of healing items in battle. This doesn't make the game easier, because it's kind of assumed by default that you will, but it doesn't make things any harder for me. I will be using a level limit throughout the game. If my Pokemon go over the level limit after a battle is over, I must deposit them until the level limit is increased. This makes the game harder. My spoiler-free level limit steps are 15 for the first Kahuna, 22 for the second totem on the second island, 27 for the second Kahuna, 33 for the second totem on the third island, 39 for the third Kahuna, 48 for the fourth Kahuna, and 57 before the final battles. And once the final battles start, the level limit no longer applies. I do not increase the level limit for every totem fight, simply because there are quite a few throughout the game, and it would only be like 2 levels here and there. So hopefully these level limits will stay relatively balanced. Anyway, here's another big one. Pokemon Refresh may be used throughout the game, although with a few restrictions. This makes the game much easier, but it's also counterbalanced by playing on set and not using status healing items. So here are some of the rules I'll be using for Pokemon Refresh. Any Pokemon may have 1 Affection Heart in Refresh for free, as it has no effect at all. It doesn't matter if you have 1, you get that on your first action with a Pokemon. After the first heart, I can raise a Pokemon's affection by 1 heart for every 4 levels it has gained since I caught it. That's 16 levels to reach the maximum of 5 hearts. Now, just in case you're not clear with how these work, how the affection hearts work, at 2 hearts, the Pokemon gains 20% more experience. Not too crazy, but definitely helpful. At 3 hearts, it has a chance of surviving any hit with 1 hit point left. Very random, very overpowered, but I think this could be incredible for story purposes, where the Pokemon hangs on and is determined to keep fighting. I love it when there are those epic moments, and I think this could lead to some, and leading to some true heroes there. Even if, of course, it makes it a little easier there. Well, a lot, but hey, you know what? Story, and that's so much of what my adventures are about. However, if this happens, I cannot switch it out or heal it unless it knocks out the current enemy's Pokemon. So it's kind of stuck there, and it's gotta do its thing, or yeah. At 4 hearts, it can heal status conditions naturally, which will be very important since I cannot heal with them with items from my bag. At 5 hearts, it can score additional critical hits. Random, overpowered, but again, I believe it will help build the character of the Pokemon by having it show its determination. Now, the experience share. That may be used freely. It's not quite as overpowered in Sun and Moon as it was in X and Y or Oras, and with the level limit imposed, it won't allow me to get over-leveled throughout the whole game. I will need to turn it off at times to avoid breaking that limit. Although there are some things that make this run easier, such as the experience share and Pokemon Refresh, there are also a lot of things that make it much tougher, such as playing on set and the level limit. In my recent non-Nuzlocke of Moon, I played on set and left the experience share off, and I used so many revives and healing items. A lot of people agree that Sun and Moon are pretty challenging games for Nuzlockes, so that's why I will be allowing items and mixing things that make the game harder with things that make the game easier. Most importantly, I want to have fun, and I hope you will have fun as well. Looking for something harder? Well, go watch or rewatch my Platinum Nuzlocke or X-Wedlock series. I think this will still be pretty tough, though. Anyway, those are the rules that I will be using throughout this challenge. Thanks for taking the time to listen to them. That being said, let's go ahead and start up the game. Oh man, alright, here we go again, everybody. So, I have a message from the Alola region zone, Professor Kukui! Heyo, what's going on, brother? Hang on now, give me just a sec. Yeah, sure thing, pal. Oh man, hey there, good afternoon! So the day has finally come that you're moving to Alola. That it is. Alola is a region made up of several islands. That could be the reason the region is chock full of nothing but rare Pokemon. He lies. It's not chock full of nothing but rare Pokemon. They're like Wingles and stuff there, dude. But yeah, anyway, that's fine. I'm probably not going to go over this whole thing again. I feel like I just did that, but I still do like this interface. It's good to see Kukui here, and his little dog, too. Oh, man. So, I don't think anything really changes between Sun and Moon in this whole thing, but I do need to come up with which character I want to play as throughout this Nuzlocke. So, you know, oftentimes I'll play as the girl because the clothes selection is so much better. However, I actually really like the clothes selection of the guy, so I'm gonna go with the guy. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. And I have to spell out my name for him. So, I did play as Marriland in my recent Pokemon Moon adventure. A tradition of Nuzlocks and Wedlocks and stuff like that of mine is I like to come up with a character and not have it be myself, but rather the story of someone else. So, this is going to be the story of Garden. Yeah, I don't really know why. It's not really the greatest name in the world, but it does fit the theme I have in mind for my nickname. So we're gonna call this guy Garden. And we're gonna go with that. Yeah, 10-4, good buddy. I'll let everybody out here know you're on your way. Garden! Whoa, got so many Pokemon. Yeah, that's a name that hits you like a thunderbolt out of the sky. Woo! Can't wait to see you in person then, cousin. Oh yeah, I can't wait as well. Let's get this party started. Garden, come help me with these boxes! Mom! Oh yeah! Take a look at this lovely island. Melee Island. Oh man, and I am planted right on Route 1. Okay, so I'm just moving in here. I have, you know, big hopes, big dreams for this place. And I don't think I'm ever gonna see that kid again. What a shame. Oh well, it's okay, I didn't need friends anyway. Alright, so take a look at this, Ma. Oh yeah. Can't you just feel that warmth? The first day spent under Alola's sun, it's so warm and bright here. But that's enough of that, time to unpack all these boxes. Spoilers, I'm gonna spoil the whole game for you. She doesn't unpack any of them. I know, I told you that there'd be spoilers, and if I didn't, there will be spoilers throughout this. I am assuming that you have already played. Hopefully you have. If you haven't, you might want to turn back or watch my Pokemon Moon adventure, because I may make references to things in the future because they're funny, but you know, I'll try to keep it under control, but I'm just letting you know, I might slip and I might say things that are spoilers. But yeah, Meowth, go get Garden for me, would you? Oh yeah, go get me. Come on, wake me up or do something. Oh, that music. Nothing can beat that music, I tell ya. Ah, what a nice, relaxing room. So relaxing. So nice. I think I probably played that Wii U more than my real one. I know. I didn't really care much for it, to be honest. I'm sorry, Wii U fans. All three of you. Ah, nothing beats taking a nap in the daytime. Oh, so refreshing. I'm just gonna stay here for a while. Yeah, I don't really feel like getting up. I sleep in my shoes, and you know, not inside of the bed covers, but I'm having a really nice nap. Yep, one of these days I'm gonna get out of this bed. One of these days. All right, I'm ready. I needed like another moment. Hey. Oh man, so yeah, if you've played Pokemon Sun or Moon, you know that this is a pretty long intro. And yeah, there's kind of a lot of build-up before stuff happens. I don't really want it to be too repetitive with my other series, so I might just skip little bits and pieces here and there. Because this is not the first time I've played Sun and Moon, it's the second or third time. But yeah, you know, it's not like I can act surprised by any of this stuff. You were out like a light, weren't you? You ought to be full of energy by now. Well, duh. So, Garden, are you pumped to meet some Alolan Pokemon? I guess. I'd rather just go back to bed. Oh, someday you're going to learn to have a little wonder in your life. All right, ma'am. Yeah, we're living in the Alola region. That's wonderful. Someone is ringing that doorbell. All right, let's go answer the door. Oh yeah, it's the Kool-Aid Man himself. Hey there, Garden. The name's Kukui. Good to meet you, cousin. You gotta be tired after that long trip all the way out here to Alola. You feeling any jet lag? We sure are a long way from Kanto out here in Alola. It's still daytime out here, yeah? Yeah, that's right. I'm playing Sun now, so it's actually synced to real world hours. Professor Kukui, yes, we just arrived yesterday. Hey there, Mom! I just let myself in. Oh, and call me Kukui, would you? Welcome to Alola. Of course, I still remember seeing you battle the Indigo gym leaders back in Kanto all those years ago, you know. I've been in love with Alolan Pokemon ever since, so I finally decided to come here myself. Ha! I was supposed to be visiting there to research Kanto Pokemon moves and all. I thought I knew a thing or two about battling, but those Kanto gym leaders proved me wrong. Hey now, Garden, let's get a move. See what I did there? On to the next town over, cousin. Time for you to meet the Island Kahuna and get yourself a Pokemon, yeah! A Kahuna? Is that a Pokemon? Sure. The Kahunas are crazy strong Pokemon trainers here in Alola, cousin. They're unbeatable for folks like me and you. Oh, really? And the Kahuna who lives in Iki Town is always happy to give any kid who wants to have an adventure their first Pokemon, yeah!
They'll simply give my boy a Pokemon. Wow, we could have gotten him out of the house all this time ago. Oh my gosh, go give him a Pokemon so I don't have to see him anymore, so I can pretend to unpack all these boxes. Go on, get out of here. Oh, but get your adventure rules and stuff first.
Oh, I bet you got a styling hat, brother, that'll match mine, yeah? Oh yeah, brother, I got you. I got you. Okay, let's go over here and grab my styling hat. But let's first take a look at these stupid rules that my father gave me. This is the only thing he gives me throughout my entire life. Open the X menu with the X button. Record your progress with save. Thanks, Dad. All right, let's go ahead and check out the moving boxes. Oh yeah, I'm styling now. I got my cool hat and my shirt, and I even got my pants. Oh yeah, this is going to be a pants adventure, don't worry. None of those pantsless ones. Those are probably not the most appropriate things. Running around in your underpants throughout a whole region. That's not very good now, is it?
You look great for anything now. Have a good time out there.
Oh yeah.
I'll be sure to have everything cleaned up and put away by the time you come back with your Pokemon.
You lie, Mom. You didn't do anything. I know it. Woo, that's a styling hat, cousin. I know. And that's a nice cat you got there. All right. So your mom there, she's sure looking forward to you getting your first Pokemon, yeah? So let's get going to Iki Town. Time for you to get a real nice Pokemon for the island Kahuna. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, so here's the deal. It's basically me just kind of running over to Iki Town. And that's not very exciting. I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm just going to cut that part out. So I will see you when I get there. Hey, and I'm in Iki Town. Don't worry, you only missed out on about a minute and a half of very boring dialogue. And we're here. This right here is Iki Town. Yeah, it's kind of a downside of this game is there is quite a bit of like build up and stuff, but you know what? It's okay. I will just try to do my best to, you know, not just get my starter Pokemon, but also maybe make it onto Route 1. So yeah, because otherwise this would take, I don't know, roughly half an hour or something if I were too thorough with things. What? Wait a second. I think I know her from somewhere. I better go follow her. Alright, Mahalo Trail. Let's see what is up with that girl. Hey! Where are you at? Where are you at? I know I've seen you somewhere before and I can't quite put my finger on it. And your bag is shaking violently. Why? Okay, no problem though, no problem. So let's just go follow her, and we'll get this whole situation resolved. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding. It's probably, I don't know. Oh no, you're gonna trip if you run like that. What is your? Oh, the cat's out of the bag now. Look what you've done. What is that thing? I mean, I know what it is, but I'm trying to act dramatic, okay? Oh, the jerk birds. Always having to be jerk birds. Because that's all Spearow are good for, apparently, is just being really rude and obnoxious to weak, defenseless Pokemon. And girls with big hats. Hey! What's that thing getting mauled by those Spearow? Look at that item. I can see that item over there in the distance. Hi! I'm just gonna stare at you with this blank look on my face. What's wrong? Help! Save Nebby! Oh, poor Nebby. You know, couldn't it do something itself, or couldn't you do something? I mean, it's just a bridge. Those Spearow are attacking it, but I'm too afraid to go out there. My legs feel like they might give out. Well, excuse me, princess. See ya. Peace. All right, so, the Kahuna wasn't out there, so I guess we're really not going to have anything to do today. Hopefully he'll show up before too long, though. I feel kind of bad leaving that girl there, but, you know, she didn't really give me a compelling reason to help her. She was like, oh, well, my poor Pokemon that snuck out of this bag was, it's on this bridge getting attacked by some Spearow, but I'm just too lazy to go over there and help. So you know what? I'm going to teach her a lesson in independence here. Kahuna Hollow is the strongest Pokemon trainer, all melee, but I guess he must be off helping someone train right now. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, well, darn it. Okay, so much for that. Yeah, we'll give her a lesson in independence. That's what we'll do. She needs to grow up. Hey, yeah, well, that's not it. Where is that Kahuna at? Gosh darn it. Well, maybe, just maybe, I'll decide to help her out. But I feel like, oh man, I wanted to go back to Mom's house and get a snack. I guess I can't even do that. Well, so much for that. So I come back here and I find you still just standing there watching your poor Pokemon that is allegedly yours get mauled by Spearow. Some responsible trainer, much less person you are. I guess I'll just have to go save it myself across this rickety old bridge. Oh, man. Wait a second. Hold up. Oh, I am levitating! All right, well, that's fine. Okay, fine. Here, let me show you how it's done. Okay, these jerk birds are no problem. You just gotta huddle over and, oh, jerk thing. No, you know what? Get out of here. I'm too busy for this. Shoot! Ah, darn it. Why couldn't she have just done that herself? Oh, it's the real jerk bird. That's right. It's the chocolate thing. Hey, hot chocolate, how's it going? By the way, I got your Pokemon. Oh. Well, that's a fine how do you do. So, lady, miss, you see what happened there? I almost died because you couldn't go out and do anything. You could have smacked those Spearows with that bag, you know. Oh, thank goodness. You tried using your power again, didn't you? Well, how did you know? You got me. Oh, Nebby. You know what happened last time you used it. Oh, you're talking about Nebby. I see how it is. Okay. You couldn't move for ages after that. Well, apparently you couldn't either. I don't want to see you like that again. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry, Nebby. Well, you know, you could actually say thank you. I know you were trying to save me that time, and I couldn't even help you in return. Yeah, you know what? I feel like I've seen her before. I'll have to give this a little bit of thought. But first of all, it looks like, oh, please forgive me. I'm so grateful to you for helping us out of that dangerous spot. Well, who are you? You look familiar. I think this stone must belong to you. Well, you could answer my question, for one. Oh, well, whatever. I'll just put this thing in my pocket. Clearly, it'll be useful in a few minutes. Please, don't tell anyone about this, about seeing Nebby. It's a secret, okay? Don't worry, it's a secret to everybody. Into the bag, Nebby! Uh-oh. Nebby getting into the bag. All right, there. Got Nebby in the bag. And man, I know I've seen her before. I'm worried we might get attacked again by some wild Pokemon or something. I know it's too much for me to ask, but do you think you could see us back to town? Hold on a second. I'm having a flashback. I feel like I have seen her somewhere before. I can't quite put my finger on it, though. Oh, it's like I was reading a book or something, and like maybe a magazine. Maybe she's kind of bad. Maybe she's a thief. Maybe she stole something from one of the most prestigious organizations out there. No, that couldn't be it, right? There's no way that's the case. There is no way. Although, I don't know, I could have sworn I was just reading something about this. How someone with blonde hair and a goofy hat might have ripped off a certain something special. Yeah, that's right, I saw her back, in that magazine. I don't know if I should trust her or not. So, you're not like a thief or anything, are you? I mean, you're a very nice looking, I mean, no, okay, how do I even avoid this? I just need to make some small talk here. So, how's your mom? I mean, my mom, she's kind of unpacking right now, but I have a feeling she won't be done. Oh, do you know this guy? Hey, Garden, looks like you missed a Kahuna, yeah? Well, you found my assistant, oh yeah. Your partner in crime? You're a criminal? Looks like you already met, but just in case, this is my assistant. Oh, yes, you can call me Lily. But what if I don't? What if I call you Thief instead? And Lily, this here is Garden. He just moved here to Alola. Take good care of him.
So, you're also one of the professor's acquaintances. It's nice to meet you.
Well, yeah, that's what they all say. The Kahuna is back! Kahuna Hollow's returned! Our guardian's chosen one is back!
Only one of the strongest Pokemon users in all of Alola, yeah!
I could take him. I could take him right now. Well, I mean, probably not, but you never know. Have I missed something? Nah, but where'd you go off to, Kahuna? I thought we were meeting here. I am Kahuna of this island after all. Whenever there is a problem on the island, it is my duty to resolve it. Sorry, Lily, what were you saying before? I had to go get a big, gigantic brunch. For some reason, I thought I saw Tapu Koko flying out, but I think it was just the bagel I had earlier.
No, it actually was Tapu Koko, but Nebby was being attacked by Spearow on the plank bridge when this boy helped it get away.
What did I help get away? Well, whatever, I'll just go along with it.
But the bridge collapsed, and I thought both of them might fall to the bottom of the ravine. They almost died, and that was when the island's guardian deity swooped in to save them.
Woo, that's something you don't hear every day. That sounds like one of those stories you've been drinking too much sugary beverages for. Yeah, I drink all the sugary beverages. Oh, although so to protect us, our Tapu Koko is a rather fickle creature, yet our guardian was moved to save you. Kukui, my boy, I think we have cause to celebrate. It seems I should entrust this brave and kind young boy with a Pokemon of his own. We'll make a fine trainer out of him. I'm glad to meet you, child. I am Hala, the Kahuna of Mele Island. Welcome to Alola. Young Kukui have told me of your coming. I'm glad we got the chance to meet today. Come, my Pokemon, let's have a look at you. So, I know one thing that I often do in my Nuzlocks or Wedlocks is I choose the starter Pokemon based off of the trainer ID that I have. However, you cannot see your trainer ID until after you have selected a Pokemon. So a few people have wondered, well, what do you do? How do you do this? There are a few ways to do it. First of all, if you want a soft reset for one of these starters, you have to save before you leave the plank bridge, and it's like 40 seconds of dialogue, and it really stinks. However, keeping that in mind, all you need to do is save beforehand. Save at plank bridge, go down here, pick any Pokemon, doesn't matter what, pick it, then look at the ID, then reset, and pick based on that ID. Or if it's the same one, then you can just keep it and go along. But if you want to play that way, that's how I would recommend you do that. It adds a little bit of extra time, and it is kind of unfortunate that you ignore the first Pokemon that you get, but again, that trainer ID thing is just kind of like a randomization method, so it's either that or like flip a coin or roll a die or something. Well, I guess you couldn't flip a coin, but you know what I mean. But in this case, I'm just going to pick one, which will be interesting, but I think we'll do that. Coo. Yeah, then Litten. And Poplio. I know. So yeah, it's unfortunate that you don't really have a good chance to like save right before here. I don't like that about this game, but oh well. So after giving it a bit of thought, I think I want to go with Rowlet. And you know what? The reason is I have never started with a grass type starter in any of my Nuzlocks or Wedlocks. For some reason, it's always been either fire or water. And that's going to change today. Now, this doesn't mean I've never gotten a grass type starter. For instance, you know, Bulbasaur, or I did have a Trico in one of mine, but these were not my starter Pokemon. In this case, Rowlet will be my starter. Okay, so We're gonna take along the little owl. Besides, I don't want to use Poplio again. I just used Poplio. Only when you have both chosen each other could you truly call each other partners. Well, that's how marriage works, too. All right, little owl thing. Hey, here's looking at you, kid. Yeah, you better just sit there. So, let us see if little Rowlet there also decides to choose you. Rowlet has its gaze fixed on you. Nope, don't want you. Well, tough luck. You're going with me anyway, whether you like it or not. Yeah, that's what I thought. No trouble from you. I carry my bird in the air. Carry my bird in the air. It fits so comfortably in my arms. Cuckoo! Yay! It looks a bit tickled. I'm not tickling it, I swear. Oh, so little Rowlet has accepted you as well, Garden. Having accepted one another, you'll surely be friends for life. Yeah, buddy. Do I want to give Rowlet a nickname? Yes, I do. So I mentioned this earlier, I'm going to be playing with a nickname theme. And if you haven't guessed it, it is flowers. Now, it's not, an uncommon nicknaming theme by any means. I'm sure probably someone else has been doing this. I don't know who. I haven't watched too many other series, but, Alola region, flowers, and there's like 5 million different flower names. So I'm gonna go consult my list of flower names and find a good one for Rowlet, and I'll see you in just a moment here. All right, well, after giving it a little bit of thought, I wanna name this thing Yarrow, because that just makes so much sense, given what it evolves into. Plus, Rowlet, All right, so we got little Yarrow here. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, man. Okay, nice to meet you, Rowlet. Okay, Nebby, back in the bag. Get in the bag, Nebby. All right, well, thanks for congratulating me. That's it, Garden. Now you got yourself a Pokemon, you're a real trainer. Yeah, here's a lovely gift for me to help keep it special, cuz. Oh, yeah, I got an empty shell. Cool. Wonderful. Well, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be getting to Route 1 today, am I? Well, oh well. Gosh darn it. Well, you know what? It's a start, I guess. And, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you are extra slow, I guess. You're quiet, impetuous, and silly. Alright, that's fine. We'll make that work. Oh, slow bird. Such a slow bird. Well, I think we're actually going to have to call things off for now. I think I'll have to visit my mom and do all the other stuff. Man, I tell you, that's the thing I don't like about Sun and Moon is the intro just takes forever. Drags on like nobody's business, and I know I didn't help that, but oh well, you know what? Gotta do it for humor, right? Gotta have our own side story with this. Oh, Lily. Okay, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode of Marriland's Pokemon Sun Nuzlocke. See you next time, everyone. Alola!